Dilemma number 2, I'm going to paint this picture for you. Beep, beep. Everything is going smoothly. Right? Dun, dun, dun.
Until I wake up in the middle of the surgery.
His phone lights up. It's his ex.
What is she saying?
You don't see. All you see is her name. And you know it's his ex, obviously. We'll say mid-relationship, right? Like, you're kind of past the honeymoon stage. Because I feel like honeymoon stage, when the ex texts you, a girl's going to play it off. She's not really going to get, like, super amped up about it. But you're past the honeymoon stage. You're in, like, we're in a relationship stage. And his ex's number. Let's say the girl's next to him at first. Ex texts him. You're with him.
Wait, what was the last thing? Let's say what?
Well, because we'll start off with saying the ex, like, you're next to him when she texts you and when you're not next to him. You know?
Oh, okay.
So let's say
next
ex,
to him.
Yeah.
Act like I didn't see.
No, but what should he do?
What should he do? Okay.
She definitely saw, even if she doesn't act like she saw. Let's just get that.
Yeah. Because if you act like you saw immediately, guys are automatically gonna just like roll with it differently than they automatically would have. So yeah, I saw and I know exactly what's going on.
I'll give you this, fellas. Your girl has immediately jumped to conclusions. You and your ex have been like this. I can speak for myself. I'm with the guy. His ex texts him. They've been talking. He's a cheater. He's a liar. I hate him. You
probably fucked her before we met up. Even if he came straight from work.
So
I knew he stopped to get gas. He wasn't getting gas. He was fucking someone. No. I mean, okay, if you're like in a relationship, what you should do to just avoid everything, show her.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, show her.
Like, I know you saw this shit, but what if he has something to hide? Let's just say that. Let's say our guy's out there, his ex texts him, he's got something to hide. Is there a way to de-escalate the situation? I hate giving them this, but like, you're fucked. Sorry, buddy. Put her name in as Pizza Hut.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen those memes where it's like, why is Pizza Hut texting you?
I know. I'm like, it's with Postmates. It's like direct contact. Like, it's this new thing with a new update. God.
They just know when you're hungry. They reach out now. They're like, do you need pizza? What about if you're not with him? Like, say he's by himself. His ex texts him. I don't know when guys will realize this, but girls are just...
They want to know everything.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not with you. Your ex texts you. My intuition is so fucking good. I'm going to be at work and I'm going to be like,
doctor, I feel...
doing something that you shouldn't be doing. I'll find out.
Prescribing. What do we prescribe? Ex texting him.
Oh, ex texting him.
Break your phone.
Yeah. Well, what you really should do is not reply. Do not reply at all.
It's tempting.
Do not reply. If you want to.
It's tempting. Just I'll say this, because like I get the allure, like especially for guys, and I feel like for us too. Like I mean, at least for me. There's obviously an allure in wanting to be wanted. Like, no one can deny that. Everyone likes the, like, I haven't talked to this person in a while. Obviously, they're hitting me up for a reason. And I get it, but I'm just saying, like, it will come back. It will circle back 1,000%.
And if it's
you
one
can
of those
delete
exes,
it, but it will come back to haunt you.
There's different exes, too, because there's, like, those exes where it's, like, you've moved on, whatever. Sometimes it'll be, like, random text. That's completely fine.
That's not fine. You can't say that's fine, because you would be so pissed still. Because even if you have zero feelings for this ex and they text you and you're like, this is kind of fun, I want to entertain it. There's no like you can't back that up. You can't like show that you have zero feelings for them.
I don't know, but it also, I don't know. It's kind of hard
there.
Because like there are those exes that like hit the guys up that are just like, oh my God, like always needing something. You know what I mean?
That's even worse. If your ex is hitting up for needing something.
Yeah, that's when you shouldn't respond. When this is like an ongoing thing. That's like, you know what I mean? Where it's like, it's always something. Like where
so
it's
when
like,
should you respond to an ex?
Like, oh, you know when like that you have those exes that like, they'll get into like a situation. Let's say they get in a car crash. You've dated 3 years ago. You know what I mean? And she texts you.
Why though? So you're telling me if you get in a car crash right now, you're texting your ex from 3 years ago?
Exactly. I'm not. So that's why there's no fucking excuse.
You just said there is an excuse to text back.
No, I'm saying like there's an excuse to texting back your ex. If you like show like your partner, it's something where it's like you guys don't talk like that. Like, and it's not something where I feel like girls, for guys, those are the ones that will like they need someone to get attention from. You know what I mean?
You think you should respond?
What?
You think he should respond then?
He should not respond.
Ever.
If she's like, oh my God, like something happened, like this and that, I need to talk to someone, find someone else. You have friends? No offense, but like, it's just like when something happens to me like that, like when something is just going on in the day or I have a bad day, I can text Julia. I could text my mom. I could text my other friends. I'm not texting my ex from like a couple years ago, like constantly about everything.
I don't know
like,
what it is.
care.
What is it about guys and exes? You just love them.
They like to keep them around. They always want someone on their finger.
There's just
in
history.
case.
Just history there.
Yeah.
I just want a little TLC. Okay, what's recovery look like, Bex? Miss Nurse Doctor.
For the text?
Nurse, Nurse Bex.
Recovery probably the full night for the rest of the day, and then it'll come up. You might have might come up in like a month or two
Symptoms
again.
Symptoms might
when she's drunk.
Yeah.
You guys get into a little argument. Yeah, it might resurface just a tad.
All right. Well,
For the rest of your life.
her last words will be like, I know you responded to her text.